Hello, 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 my fellow Psychonauts. Welcome back to my channel. It is Iceland Psychonaut here. And this is part one of the strange 8-gram chocolate bar um, review. And actually, I ended up eating half of this one as well. So we've got 12 grams total, actually. And yeah, I'm starting to feel the effects. It's been an hour since I consumed. I wanted to give it enough time. So I'm not sitting there waiting for the effects. I'm bored. So here we are. And yeah, it's been an hour. So yeah, so 12 grams. Holy crap. I guess I ended up doing that much because I was worried that I wouldn't get the results I wanted. Because, I did 3 days prior, I did the Melt in the Golden Teacher video. And that one, wowed me. It probably wasn't much to you guys, but for me, my head, and everything that happened, I mean, it was absolutely a wonderful, fun experience. I loved it. Definitely one of a kind experience. So, but yeah, so as you can tell, this is starting to rev itself up. I've tried this before. I have not done 12 grams of it before. I did a video prior on my other channel, which got shut down by the same name, doing the same thing, reviewing legal psychedelics. This is just tobacco, by the way. I want you to know that. So, yeah. So this is my first time doing 12 grams of it. But the 8-gram one was awesome. I really loved it. But I wanted to make sure that I would get the full effect because I was a little worried because 3 days prior, like I said, I did the other video. And I want to make sure that it's been long enough space in between, excuse me. So yes, we got that. I started feeling chills earlier. Now I'm getting the sleepy stage. And then once we get past that stage, then, we'll really have some fun. So yeah. Whoa. So yeah, so I'm gonna set my bed down. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and subscribe to it if you're not subscribed yet. You're not a fellow psychonaut. Please become one. Join my subscribers. As you can see, it's growing. I'm already having trouble speaking and articulating and saying. I sound like an idiot right now. But it comes with the territory. The ego death must happen. So I'm getting a massive heady high right now. Huge heady high. Maybe the tobacco isn't, you know what I'm saying, because of the, because that could influence the review. it was good because the last one. So, but you know, I mean, I'm a tobacco user, so been one for over 30 years, as well as psychedelics too. I've been a psychedelic user for over 30 years, so I have a lot of experience, so I can handle stuff like this. So, quick disclaimer: do not, I repeat, do not attempt to do the amount that I did. Not too many people can handle it. I can, well, I think I can handle this one. Since I just had the recent one, so it's kind of, but yeah, so, here we are. Feeling pretty good. Nothing really, you know, as you would expect from the amount that I did. I had considered eating both of the bars. I thought that would be interesting. But I did not. I decided just to eat half of the other bar instead. But if it doesn't ramp up, I may end up doing the other one. But yeah, I feel it growing as I'm speaking. As you can tell, I'm having trouble speaking. And I'm getting sleepy. So, there we are. And I haven't added anything to the mix, of course. The only thing I've had is my vitamin C, which I have in this sparkling water, lemon lime. So I put 2 packets in there of Fleedale flavor packets, and they both have 100% vitamin C. So yeah. Yeah, and as you can tell, it is growing more and more. Yeah, so very interesting. I was thinking about doing a video where I do one of the strange bars with one of the melts and see how that goes. Basically, I do insane shit, so you don't have to. You can see what it's gonna be like. So yeah, the visuals feel Amanita-ish. The darkening, like the room's bright and everything's, but it's like a dark highlight instead of the bright highlight, you know, that you normally see with like psilocybin. So this probably contains Amanita. That would be my guess on this. And I'm not complaining. This is really good. I do like a good Amanita trip. Yeah. So yeah, I do like that. The letters are so small I cannot read them right now, and yeah. So forget it. I'm not even going to try to see if I can read it. I'm sure it says something like probably nootropic blend or, you know, something like that. Proprietary mushroom blend or something like that. Something to that effect. But it probably does not contain psilocybin. Which I kind of expected that because it is a legal product, obviously. In fact, I don't think you'd find it in any of them. And if you do find psilocybin, keep that shit to yourself and buy all of them. That's what the fuck I would do. if it was me. I know I did find that in the sessions bars. I ran across it. And when I returned, of course, it was gone. You know, the secret was already out. I did do a Sessions Gummies review, but it was the day sesh. Garbage. But I will put that video, I will release that video to you guys so you can watch it for yourself and see. But I did wrap it up and added more stuff to it to make it interesting. So, yeah. So yeah, this one, it's more of a heady high. Not really having too many visuals, which I expected because I mean, 12 grams, hello. Doesn't matter how long it's been for anybody. If you do 12 grams of mushrooms, yeah, things are gonna just get, you know. So yeah, I went higher because of the fact that I did the other video like 3 days before. So I figured, you know, that makes sense. But I mean, usually 3 days is long enough to where you're gonna trip, you know. Now I know the first video I did with the 8 grams was amazing. I had a great trip on it. But to be fair, it probably been a while since I'd done anything, like probably a week, because, you know, I usually trip like once a week, maybe, sometimes twice a week. It just depends. And this would be one of the twice a week occasion. But each time, you know, with good product, I always have a fantastic trip. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not having. So it's pretty good, but I was expecting a lot more considering how much I just took. You know, but to be fair, like I said, 3 days prior I did do the other products, and that could be a factor. But I mean, I do see like some slight visual change, but it's not like wavy or anything like that. So it doesn't feel like a weed buzz, I guess you could say. I am definitely going to add some weed to the mix, though. We'll probably do it early. I believe if we do that, just really going to ramp things up. So, here we have the Ghost 7-gram vape disposable. I'm not sponsored by Strange Bars, and I'm not sponsored by Ghost or any of the products that I review on here so far. If I do get sponsored, I will definitely let you know. You will know. But for now, unsponsored, I just go to the store, I find these products, I try them, and videotape it for you guys. And for me, it's informative, it's educational, that way you can see, you know, whether or not it's worth your while or not. If it would be worth the experience. I always do an extreme amount so that you can see the full effect of the product. That's what I'm going for. But I do not recommend anyone do the amounts that I do. I am insane. I'm a psychonaut, hence the name, Stony the Psychonaut. And I just hit this multiple times. This is a hybrid, by the way. The hybrid. This is Peaches and Cream, I think was the name of it. But yeah. So. That did change things a bit. Nothing wavy or anything. I may switch to the other Ghost, the Indica. I had fantastic results with that. That's where I had all the little laughing fit from the previous trip. So we may do that. I don't know, but for now, um, we'll just keep recording. So, so I'm not gonna do like I'm gonna take a break. We're just gonna record it all the way through. If the video cuts itself, it does. I'll just upload it to you guys, in the parts that it divides it into. I apologize for the mumbling. This was what happens when I do mushrooms. So I do apologize in advance for that. Yeah. So yeah, so I'm looking at the screen. Definitely animated over. Yeah, everybody looks really weird. Yeah. I don't think I could be around this guy on mushrooms. It would not work out. He just looks so weird to me. Wow. Oh, come on. This is sad. Why? Why is this even a thing? They have here, it says white people anthems. Songs that get white people turned. Get the fuck out of here with this stupid shit. And it's gonna be probably like some fucking, Tom McDonald or some bullshit like that. I'm white and I'm proud. Blah, blah. Get the fuck out of here. With that bullshit. Come on, man. We don't want to hear that stereotypical crap. So yeah, that's a message to Tom too. Tom McDonald, you suck, bro. You are such an... Oh man, he's like NPC as fuck. And he's Canadian, he's not even American, but who knows? He may have his dream if Canada becomes a state like Trump wants. So yeah, he would give his wish. He would be an American. It's gonna hurt a lot of Canadians there. And then the whole... He's got to legalize everything, man. He needs to do that. Just go ahead and do it. Just say fuck it. Legalize the mushrooms. Legalize weed. You know what I'm saying? Like at least those. Like psilocybin, needs to be legalized. It's just silly to keep these things that come from the earth from us. Like these are natural things. Like you let us have alcohol. And alcohol kills more people than any drug on the market, outside of fentanyl, of course. Yeah, so, I don't know, it's just stupid. So that's my political shit. But I did not vote, so do not hate on me or say I'm mega or any of that bullshit. I didn't vote for either side. It was all bullshit. And I knew this. And I saw that. And I wasn't going to waste my time even trying to, sway the vote. It's all going, oh man. It's just silly. It really is at this point. I mean, it's pretty obvious what's going on. You can't help but see it. This is the beginning of the New World Order. It doesn't matter who's in there. This is something that they want, and this is something that's going to happen. And they're going to do it. Probably with the fake alien invasion or something. I figure that's probably going to be a thing. I cannot watch videos whenever I'm tripping. I can't watch I can't do it. I couldn't. I just don't want to have my trip be directed by someone else, I guess you could say. Um, I don't want it to be swayed. I want it to be an unbiased trip. I want it to be my trip. So for me, I have trouble watching any type of content. I do like listening to music, however, when I trip. And my go-tos are obviously some Suicide Boys, always great for when you're tripping. Beastie Boys, Hello Nasty, absolute banger of an album. One of my favorite albums of all time. And so shout out to Beastie Boys, man, they're just shit. And the Gorillaz, man, they got some really good, solid tracks to listen to when you're tripping. Like their remixes, their B-sides and stuff. Like I think that one is the D-sides. The Bill Murray, pretty solid. What else is there? Fucking I don't know, that's my go-to stuff. And what's the one artist? Okay, well, there's Glue Trip. They're pretty solid. 311, Tool. Any of those are great listens if you want to just drift off. You just want, a great headphone trip. Those are the ones, you just close your eyes and just disappear into the music. Yeah, those are pretty good. And obviously Pink Floyd, stuff like that. I mean, Led Zeppelin, come on. I mean, satanic or not, Led Zeppelin's the shit. I mean, And when you're tripping, oh my god, dude, just him getting lost into, just having them get lost in their own music, you can tell, like, he's just, become one with that guitar, man. It's insane. And dude, the vocals, like, the connection's insane. But it's wild to think that these guys are actually, were actually not friends at all. They did not get along. But musically, like, you sure could have fooled me. Like, holy crap, like, the connection was absolutely insane. I mean, just the vocals with the guitar, like, So, I don't know. It's just odd to find that they don't get along, that they're actually enemies with each other. I mean, But anyway, let's move on to something else. Because I was looking at the visual. That's what I was looking at. And yeah, everything looks animated over. Excuse me, right now. I'm still feeling the sleepiness. Waiting for that to pass. We've added the weed to the mix, which is what's really made things really rough up. So I guess for me, I like the combination. I don't recommend everybody do that. Not everyone can. But for me, I mean, it's a no-brainer, man. I immediately notice the difference. Just together, it's great. It's like PB&J, baby. It's like fucking chocolate and peanut butter. Like, an unbeatable combination. Mushrooms and weed together. But do not, I repeat, don't ever buy the mushroom bars or the gummies or any of that where it's mixed, where they say, oh yeah, it's mushroom and Delta 8 or Delta 9 or whatever it is, THCA. Don't ever get those because it's just going to feel like weed. They don't put enough mushroom in there. There's more weed in it than mushroom. And most of them, I think they use like lion's mane. Anyway, that's all they have to do. You just add any mushroom to it and you say, oh, it's mushroom gummies. You know, like there's like at least 10 different ones they can use for supplement purposes. You know, you got like the reishi mushroom, the turkey tail, the lion's mane. You know, there's so many of them. I just can't think of them right now because I am currently on mushrooms. But if you're going to try it, make sure that you don't get the ones that are a mixture. And these probably aren't mushrooms, but they're the closest thing to it that you can find legally. Just be careful. Do your own research. Pace yourself in these products. Do not ever do the amount that I do. I do not ever recommend that. So if you're watching me and you're thinking about doing the amount that I'm doing, don't. It would be very stupid. It can be, you know what I'm saying? I'm mentally, I can handle it. I am a 30-year veteran. So I can do this crazy, insane shit like this. And keep my sanity. Wait. What sanity? I never had any sanity to begin with. So now you know that's the secret to being able to do an insane amount of mushrooms and still be able to talk and have a conversation with you. With eyes like these. But yeah, so overall it's really good. I probably should have gave it more time in between the last trip that I did. Next time I think I'll at least wait, a week. I just, was, becoming an eager beaver, I just had a fantastic trip. I'm ready to have another one. I was ready for this one to overwhelm me too and just have the same kind of, and it didn't, so I am a little disappointed, but that's not their fault, that's my fault for being impatient and jumping the gun too soon. So that's something for you people to know too. You can't do it every day. You're not going to get the same results out of the products. You have to put some space in between the products to get the desired effect and the desired result that you want. Otherwise, you have to double up, and you don't want to do that. That gets very expensive. So just pace yourself, and you don't have to trip every day. I can make it on a trip for at least a good, you could go a good month. I know people that went years. That trip just, did it for them. Of course, we're talking psilocybin and LSD and stuff like that. Here, it's a whole nother category. This is store-bought psychedelics, which is a completely different realm of itself, which is what I'm specializing in. That's what this series is about. That's what my videos are. It's about the legal side of psychedelics and how they affect you. And I not only tell you, but I show you, because you get to come along with me as I'm tripping. So how fun is that? How cool is that, right? So you can watch other videos, and I made a playlist for each trip that I have, which would be the preferred way that you should view my videos. Because then you can watch it from beginning to end. You get to see the beginning of the trip, you see the peak, you see, everything, and to come down. You get to have the entire trip. And right now it's uninterrupted. There are no commercials because I don't have enough subs, or, I'm not worth YouTube's time right now, which is great. It gives me a really good advantage. So you can watch my videos commercial free. No ads. How great is that? You don't find that with the bigger channels. And I'm way more entertaining, I think, than most of the review channels of the things that I do. You're not going to find one that does the amount that I do. That's for sure. Like most of them that do it, they'll do like, oh, I ate 2 gummies, and oh, things got wavy, and I couldn't handle it. Like, get the fuck out of here, you pussy. You ain't ever done this shit before. You need someone to review it like me. Someone who's experienced. Someone who's done psychedelics all his life, like 30 years. I was 14 the first time I did psilocybin mushrooms. And I did acid the same year. So I also tried 14 acid. So yeah, I already am. Actually, I tried all the shit at that age. But I stuck with, 12 years old was when the first time I did. I tried weed, and and we'll blame that on the DARE program. That's what actually really piqued my interest. I was already interested a little bit, but when they was talking about the side effects and shit, and then they was passing around the thing where you get to see all the different drugs, dude, I was so in after that. Like, I was like anti-establishment. I want to get that. Because, even then as a kid, I was like, anything that the authorities say, I don't, want to do. I was a little rebel even then. Always been a rebel, man. I've always been anti-establishment. But not like, I'm a non-violent activist. I choose not to participate. And that is my statement. It's a statement in itself. That I'm not playing the games. Of course, I have to take whatever comes, of course, because I am a citizen. I am, but I am mature enough to know that politics are irrelevant. You gotta look behind the curtain and look at the wizard, see the guy who's really running the show, not the puppets that are in the front. You know what I'm saying? And this right, but now with this one, they're in our face, like they're showing us who the fuck they are, and their intentions and everything. Like,